Can love exist without trust, and if so, what does that love look like? I think so. For example, can love your kid even if you don't trust them? My cousin has suffered with drug addiction throughout his adult life. He stole from his parents' grandparents. And while yeah, it's obviously a shitty thing to do, they still want him to get better and live a healthier life. Likewise, I love my dog, but I don't trust her to not do something stupid or get into something because she's a puppy and curious. Love can exist without trust. However, it's likely to be shallow, similar to the kind of love we experience when we fall at first sight. Anyone else think of the Moulin Rouge? First, there is desire, then passion, then suspicion, jealousy, anger, betrayal. When love is for the highest bidder, there can be no trust. Without trust, there can be no love. Jealousy, yes, jealousy will drive you mad. Love without trust is like a roller coaster with no seatbelt, wild, intense, but kind of terrifying. You're hanging on, but you never really feel safe, haha. Love without trust is like a sandwich without bread. You can definitely hold it, but it's a slippery mess. Love is making someone's well-being as a priority. It has no bearing on how they treat you, only in how you treat them. The original idea of Christian love before it got into politics was to imitate Jesus, who loved a world that hated him enough to die for it. Nothing in that description says Jesus trusted people. But love does not mean giving them whatever they want, or exposing yourself to harm from them, because those things aren't actually good for them, and are definitely bad for you. Sometimes love is cutting someone off, or reporting them. Sometimes love is forgiving, but not putting yourself in a position to be harmed again. I love my fiancée to death, but do I trust her to not eat at 2 a.m. and leave crumbs everywhere on the bed? Absolutely fucking not. I think love can exist without trust, but it's pretty messy. It's more like an obsession or dependency at that point, where you're always doubting and second-guessing everything. The connection might still be there, but it's full of insecurity and fear. It's not the kind of love that feels safe or stable, though it's more exhausting than anything. Looks like lust. I think it's possible to love someone even if you don't trust them. I think the real question is whether they value your love, and if not, are they worth loving? It depends. I love my kids, but I don't trust them. But if I didn't trust my partner, I would not be with her. Of course, but it's painful and you'll never feel safe. Sure, but it would be toxic AF. A healthy relationship involves 100% trust. Of course, most teenage relationships are exactly like this. Everyone has some girl or guy that they were in love with in high school who broke their heart, and you never really fully get over that. So yeah, totally possible, just not recommended. Abject terror at the idea of having to know what life is like without that person. Yes, I love my doggo, but I can't trust her one bit near my food. That bitch will let me starve. Yup, you feel anxious and insecure in that love even if you are a generally confident person, so you call it off. You could never understand what went wrong even when you liked him so much until almost 4 months later, when it suddenly dawns on you that you could never really bring yourself to trust him, that he makes you feel a lot of things, but he doesn't make you feel safe. And that is why it was always doomed to fail, and that's how you know that you can love someone without trusting them. I thought it was until I found someone I completely trusted and loved. You can't truly love someone you can't trust me. I think it can exist, but never have I seen a relationship without trust be truly happy. Usually there's issues tampering with the trust, and from what I've seen, cheating, lying, ignorance and alcoholism addiction are driving factors. Of course love can exist without trust, but a relationship without trust is doomed to fail, so buyer beware.